Guten Tag, Dieter here today. So, there's no construction today, so I'm going to do a little more in-depth things with some of my amps here. There. You see, I have, some of you seem to like these side-by-side comparisons. So I have my champ that I made myself beside my really nice Acus solid-state amp with a tube amp. Now, some of you guys, I don't know what you're doing. You must be doing a bunch of drugs or something, but Jesus Christ, what's wrong with your ears? Some of you saying that you can't hear a difference between a tube amp and a solid-state amp? Really, come on. That's why I'm doing this. So, start things off. I've got flat wound strings here on my 5th Avenue. And I haven't really done much lately, but this will be a little more in-depth. So I'm going to use my fast fret on the strings. And all fast fret is, I've told you before, is mineral oil. It cleans the strings really nice. So I want things to be nice and slick. And really, you're gonna hear a difference even with my shitty iPhone microphone here. And if you don't, well then, I really can't help you. Because there is a really big difference in the tone between a solid state amp and a tube amp. One of the nice things I like about this little champ is, okay, here, so here. So, it's on 6 now, 7. I can hear a warmth, and it's starting to break up. And if I turn it up a little louder, you hear that distortion, right? You don't get that from a solid state amp. You might get a sound that approximates that with a pedal, but it's not like this. And the reverb, the feedback you can get. So now I'll put this guitar only has volume and tone, so I'll put the tone in the middle. So now that's the tone all the way on the treble. I have nothing wrong against solid state amps, but if you guys can't hear the difference really between a tube amp breaking up or near breaking up and a solid state amp, get your ears checked. It's a totally different sound. So now I'll turn it down to 4 now. So now you hear on the tube amp there's no breakup. All right, so now I'm going to plug it into the solid state amp. have the solid state amp, everything set neutral, like my champ amp was. Now, to me, it sounds a little crisper on this. There. Now, I think what people describe as warmth, that's subjective, but I wouldn't say this is an unwarm sound, but it's very, very different. And if you were here, like side by side, you would hear it. Now, to me, the when I put the tone control all over on the bass side, it sounds really muddy. Sounds manufactured. The tube amp sounds way better on that setting. Now, when you get to a more treble setting on the tone with the solid state amp, it sounds pretty clear and clean. Maybe a little more even across the strings, but the definition might be a little more precise, but it doesn't sound, better. It sounds way different, but I'm telling you, if I was I'd use either one for a gig, but I wouldn't use the a very bass setting with the solid state amp, whereas with the tube amp, I wouldn't be afraid of using any setting with the tone. So that's the difference I hear. Here's tone about mid. Play the tube amp again. With the guitar on the same setting. Now maybe it's just my ear, but for a plugged-in electric sound, I prefer the tube amp, and there's definitely a difference. I mean, I can hear it. Let me know if you can, because when some of you say there's literally no difference, there's a big difference, and it's, I'm not saying one is better than the other. They just use them for different things. Okay? Ciao.